It is Grange after all.
That's right. Yeah, there's not many opportunities in your lifetime to get that.
And you know, there aren't many people who would drink Grange after drinking beer as well. So I thought I might join that select club as well.
Yeah, it's pretty select club just sitting in the gaming room, Phil. Not many people get an invite to the box seat.
Yeah.
The box seat.
Yeah, he's in seat number 1 of 1.
Where are you sitting on seat number 2? Are you the co-pilot or something?
I'm in the gaming room. Phil is sitting at the entrance to the gaming room. There's not room for 2 of us in here unless he wants to sit on my lap, which is not happening. So yeah, he's sitting in the doorway about 3 feet to my left. But it's still a good view. It's fine.
It is.
Anyway,
all right. Good luck, gents.
Hard, strawberry, back medium. Okay.
You're honest. As always, my mouse pointer is set too fast. 2 there. Okay. I think that's right. Yeah. No, that's. One more. This new build, the mouse pointer has to be on a different setting than on the old build for no reason at all. It's so strange. All right.
Looks like a good start. Ooh.
All right.
Oh.
Jade. Hell.
Well, that was probably more exciting than you intended.
Yeah, I didn't. I meant to chew a bit more off the line than that. It was a little half hand grenade.
It wouldn't have been the best of tee-offs.
That would have been a terrible start. That looks better.
Yeah.
That looks Bear's office.
Yeah. It only just made it to the fairway as well.
Yeah, and from just making it, now he's in the middle of the middle.
Mm.
Look at this bullshit.
What?
Yeah. I tried to scrape past a bush that was more woody than I thought.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Sticks got me.
Woody or spiky?
A woody bush.
Ah.
Wow. Would it have been entertaining to have viewed it as...
No, and it didn't even look like it was going to scratch up or anything on the day.
It was only later.
It was really light mark.
Yeah. I do that sometimes when I work in the garden, you know, various things happen that I think are nothing. I go inside and everyone starts saying, look.
Carry.
Don't plug.
Oh, come back down. Come back down. Of course not. Oh, if it had just started rolling back down, it would have come all the way to the pin.
Right.
You
needed to come in with a slight fade. Would have
maybe some prawn will calm me down. Oh, baby.
Man, it's 2 draws.
That's a bit of a pull, was it? Or
yeah, it's frustrating because when I logged in, I had three swings and they're all pretty much bullet-like straight. So the first 2 I've hit have lurched away to the left. Mind you, I think the fact that there was water on the right had something to do with it. And your first drive, Dave, I didn't want to go anywhere near that.
No, mine was a good warning lesson.
Damn.
Oh. Blimey.
There's a swing. And it's 12 inches uphill. It's so steep down. I'm not sure I can stop it.
No. You're just going to have to hold it. Looks on course.
That's a beautiful shot.
That last bit of roll was interesting.
Yeah.
Seemed to roll uphill.
Yeah. Optical illusion.
Hit the downslope.
There's that bit I'm worried about. Okay. I think it's got to break right to left. 12 inches downhill. Wow.
Oh, bad luck.
Well, it didn't do much. Firm right edge might go in. Firm just outside right.
Right. Don't.
Gee, that's a lot of.
That is a lot of
break.
Well, I'm glad I didn't hit any harder because I might have been left with a very embarrassing putt.
No dramas, David.
Didn't try and second guess it. Just did what I watched it do.
Bugger. I hate starting off with a bogey. I really do. Uh-oh.
Yeah, 55 out.
It's there's a lot of bunkers on this hole.
A lot of bunkers on the course. I think it's a real course.
Right.
Yeah, I think it is. That's arrow-like, Dave.
The word. No.
God, that's unlucky.
It's a nasty little pin too.
Yeah.
Perched above a swale again, or a false front. I think we're going to get a lot of that tonight. I almost picked difficult. Glad I didn't.
Okay.
It's right down the middle.
Yeah.
It is down the middle, Dave.
But I think that was a 3-wood.
It was the 3-wood. Kind of this analysis malarkey. Oh, shit. I needed it to obviously spin back, which it would have.
Yeah, I think I want to tell Nate about it.
at that point, not only are the golf courses and the golf realistic, but so are the reactions.
Indeed.
Ooh.
No. Disappointing, but not a bad spot to come from. Up the hill to the hole. Better than last time.
Great full length.
Mm.
It'll be a ticklish little putt from there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, as is mine.
wow, downhill
3
3 foot.
Wow.
So, uh, $58.3. Come on. Ooh.
Mm.
You get a look from
Just
Dave.
in towards Dave. Am I? Yes, I must be.
Off belted it. Oh no.
You have.
Just gonna go what I saw it do coming there.
Oh no!
It was turning in and
It
then went the
was.
other way, and
Yeah.
now look.
Oh my god! Yeah, I just thought halfway. I thought, yep, regulation. Then it just peeled off the other direction.
Oh man.
Done.
Jesus.
Relief with the bogey in the end.
Well, it's Steve in a good spot if you can sink this.
Mm. Oh,
Nice read.
slid it in.
Baby. Yep.
Mm.
Wow. He's off to a flyer.
Is indeed.
Very good. This is the man who came off Monday with a nice win as well.
Yeah. And then he was thinking about busted at one stage of that game as well.
Yeah, I think this is a real par 5.
That's a better drive.
It's a good hit.
Oh. You've got back to your practice fairway form, Andy.
I believe so. I have analysed the swing being put on them, and I think I know what I was It's all to do with pressure.
Um,
Pressure caused by you two.
well, I've eased up on you. You're just going to wait for Dave to do the same.
Hmm.
Seems. Well, can't hurt to have a crack.
That's a good looking hit.
It definitely can't be done. How much closer was Andy? 9 yards. And plus he hits it a bit further. He'll get close. He'll get to within flop range, maybe.
Maybe.
Mm.
Low scutter.
That might be within flop range. Bounds.
Yeah.
Did.
It's a good shot.
I think that's in play for Dave.
That's good.
That means Andy can definitely make it.
Well, as long as it don't snaps. No, I think I've leaked it left.
Ooh.
31, yeah. Well, let's cut again.
Can't really see much from that. I think I am going to pitch this.
Goodbye. Oh, it did bite. Oh,
Beautiful
you-
shot.
Tuck.
How did you play that?
I played it aiming a bit to the right and coming down faster than I pulled back, so I got a bit more bite.
What club did you play?
Pitching wedge.
Right. And just an ordinary pitch shot.
Yep.
Good shot, that. Very nice indeed.
Hmm.
Well, I'm going to go slightly more conventional.
It's a good shot too. You never know about the run though, do you?
Mm. These pins do seem to have ball repelling qualities.
Mm. Well, it was a perfect amount of grab, wasn't it? Because too much and you spin back and forth.
Yeah, though with the pitching wedges, really just hoping it'll get it to stop on that second bounce. You never get much backspin.
Right. Yes.
Wow.
High in today.
He's putting us to the sword, Andy.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Thank the Lord for that. That wasn't an easy putt.
No.
Very nice. And my dreams of picking up a stroke disappear.
Shattered.
Shattered.
Putts. Very good putting.
Ooh. The tailwind makes this interesting. Where to land it?
Oh, now the wind's changed direction. Oh, I might have to change club again.
Looks not a bad shot. It's a very nice shot indeed. Oh, Dave, you're on fire, man. What you been eating?
Wheat bix.
You
No,
been
tonight's roast pork.
the way you're playing? I think you've been fed on raw meat or something. With your next course. Oh, I'm happy with that.
Yep. Ooh.
Very happy. Not as happy as I'd like to be. Well, I think I know where I'd rather be, Dave, and I think you would as well. God, for a minute there, I thought Skype had frozen or something. It's not a bad putt from there, Dave.
It's a pretty reasonable result.
In the hole.
Well, if I can get that into, I'll be happy.
Oh, this is a wretched.
Wow, look how much it broke.
So how? Oh, yeah. Was enough.
Similar from the other direction, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like my 4-footer much.
No. Ooh.
I think I just have to get it firm there.
Yep. You're right. Bloody hell.
What happened?
I squeezed it and it broke apart.
I'll be doing exactly what you're doing.
we set this into a sort of one of these fake Uncle Dave back. You and I
It's all
actually.
better.
Try not to think about it while I'm eating it.
The antiseptic qualities of water are uncontested.
I might have it down. Extra mushroom.
That'll cancel out any bad things.
That is delightful mustard.
It is, isn't it? And it's the cheapest mustard you can buy.
Really?
Yeah. It's just Woolworths Dijon mustard.
Really?
Just $2 a bottle. You buy mustard for $15 a bottle at the Vic Market that isn't as nice. Another nice shot.
Yeah, nice one, Nick. Nice one, Nick.
I see.
What?
You want? Oh no, I'm just talking to myself. Sorry. That's all.
Has Phil started ignoring you?
No more than usual, Andy. Don't worry about that.
I was studying the mustard content.
Oh, still on the mustard.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's the classic scene from Fawlty Towers, where the I think it's the major gets offered some German mustard.
Okay. What does he say?
Oh, no, don't like that.
Right.
I can't remember
Yeah.
the exact line. Oh no, can't stand the boss.
They could never make it now.
No.
No.
But I'm with John Cleese on that. But like people want to censor out the Colonel because of all the stuff he says. But and John Cleese says that's the point. He was an idiot. He was a figure of fun.
Yeah. That's a nice. You're right on the
Oh.
money.
Look at that.
Wow.
You can just put this good form back in the box where you got it.
He's turning into some sort of a Terminator.
Well, I think, the fact that Dave's had just crept a little bit more closer to us the last month. I think he'd think, well, instead of creepy, I'm just going to do it in leaps and bounds by going double busted. This is part of the game plan.
It's not a bad plan.
No, it's not.
It's going well.
3. 103. Is the 91 going to reach? Is the 91 going to reach?
Oh.
Yes, not too much spin.
Wow.
Yeah, a bit harsh.
More spin than a bloody advertising agency, doesn't it?
More spin than the bloody Labour government at the moment.
Any government, yeah.
You know, I shouldn't be surprised at this, but I've witnessed and been used to months of, the election waffle and what they were saying before the election, and now that they've got in, I'm now seeing a confirmation of something I've known for a while, and that is each morning there's usually some government minister who does the morning rounds, and invariably the
Can
people.
I guess?
Go on, you can guess.
They're saying it's worse than we thought.
Oh yeah, but God, they've been banging on about that for weeks and weeks now. But no, they will come on and they will usually ask a very pointed question about something that's happened in the last day or two. So, for example, one recent thing was the sort of proposal to make smoking a lot harder in public spaces. So you end up with a thing where somebody says, the interview just asks a very specific question, will it, harm the hospitality industry or whatever? And then it's almost as if they click into autopilot, ignore the question. I'm going to tell, because I'm on the airwaves, I'm just going to give them my pre-prepared speech, almost irrespective of what the question was.
Yeah.
And if they get really cornered, then sort of say, well, I can't really sort of don't want to run the legislation through you here. So you kind of think, well, you might as well have just put a placard up and left it at that.
Yeah.
I do have a feeling about that though. I feel like it's us, the voters or consumers' fault to a certain extent, because I know what's going through his head, that he's asked the question, is it going to harm the hospitality industry? And the short, abrupt and to the point answer is yes. And yes, but blah blah blah, here's all the reasons why I'm doing it, etc., etc. But he knows, like everyone else, that what'll end up on the news that night is it going to harm the hospitality industry? Yes. And the reporting of it will provide no more context than that. So under no circumstances can you answer that question honestly and succinctly, because of the way the media plays it, and we as consumers accept that. And so that, like, it's almost like, unless we demand media outlets play it differently and contextualize stuff, then they're kind of forced into giving that sort of response, which is, I agree, it's horrible to listen to. It's impossible to listen to, really is the truth of it.
Yeah.
But what's the alternative?
It's why companies no longer actually give interviews when something bad happens. They just release a canned statement that the lawyers have written.
Yeah.
Because it's the only thing that they can do to defend themselves correctly.
But I just wonder, what is the point in these government people just sort of presenting, themselves on air, if all they're going to do is just give out a party line or something like that, irrespective of anything that's going to be asked of. You might as well think, well, look, there's the camera, you say what you want to say. Now piss off.
Yeah. It does get down to that. Again, it gets down to the reportage. If the media are going to go for a 2-second or 3-second soundbite, and they want to corner someone with that soundbite, then the obvious pushback from the politicians is, no, we're going to set out the full context of what we're saying, what we're trying to do, and and if that means we ignore the question and set out the full context, that's what we're going to do. I mean, I hate it as much as the next person, but I understand why it's there.
But it's not just the news reporting of it, it's the fact that the social media will go viral on the little 4-second clip.
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't matter what the actual TV stations do. Most people just get their news from Facebook and TikTok these days anyway.
And most the trouble is too that most, the facts of a matter don't matter so much. It's more the impression that's created. So the impression that's created from that 3-second soundbite, regardless of the surrounding context, it's dreadful. So it has to be avoided. It's why also you never get politicians these days saying, "Oh yeah, that's a good policy from the other side. You know, that would be good for the country, so I'm willing to accept it." They don't do that because they know as soon as you start saying that the other lot are good in any way whatsoever, it makes you look weak and terrible, and that's the impression that people have, and they'll never vote for you because of it. So you just don't do it.
I've got another theory to supplementary to that. Is not only, I mean, I agree with most of what you say there, Phil, but not only do they not answer a specific question, but often they will give the context for an entirely different
Yeah.
point altogether. So,
Yeah.
so then even sort of, I mean, this person talking about, the smoking thing, she gave a context to a different sort of set of questions and assumptions altogether. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I mean, we're paying these people 100,000 a year, and you transferred it to a different question, and you're framing everything in terms of a context, which does make sense, but not in the sense of the subject that you've just tried to give an answer for.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not
The
defending them. Not defending it. It's the sort of job you could never do.
No!
Oh, that was unlucky. And because you could never, like, you'd always have to be playing this communications game, which is, it's a game of keepings off. It's not really, semantic keepings off, where, you constantly try to be caught by the media and you're constantly trying to avoid that and push it. It's an impossible situation, in other words.
it's definitely, as you say, it's
But
not so much.
the best example of that kind of spin that goes on
Get off the green.
is my current area of expertise is the goods and services tax in Australia, which you would know as the value added tax.
Yeah.
In Britain, so I deal in the goods and services tax, which was introduced in the mid to late 90s by the Conservative government of the day, and they're the ones who sort of tore down the price on carbon, calling it it's a new tax and all this sort of stuff, and sort of just raised hell about that. But they obviously, when the GST came back in, when they proposed to bring it in, and they did bring it in 1996, they were very sensitive to people saying, "Oh, it's a brand new tax," like, why are the Conservatives bringing in a brand new tax? So the name of the act that they brought in to start the tax, the short name is called the Goods and Services Tax Act, but the long name of the act, and you always have a long name and a short name of an act, but the long name of the act is not a new tax system, the Goods and Services Tax Act.
Wow. Just making sure they got their ducks in a row.
And I guess that's by way of, like, we're going to set the agenda and the context. Wow, what a shot!
Good shot.
Oh,
Did I just earn something?
Yep, I'm getting a refill.
You beauty.
I thought you were going to reach for a cigarette or something, Dave.
No.
yes, that was a very nice shot, Dave.
Done.
And yet again, I've got evidence that Oh, another one! God.
Bloody hell.
That hole's got no hair left at all. It's been so closely shaved.
I like that. Wonder where that was going.
But just more evidence that the structure of the fabric of the universe is falling apart is that I took the two empty beer cans out, and there's not the box to put them in. I had to throw them randomly in the bin.
It's anarchy out there.
It's like the fabric of the universe has come apart.
Cats and dogs are making love in the street.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I didn't give that one any kind of a shave there, Phil. I'm sorry to
No,
disappoint.
no. That was a long bushy beard. That one.
Good. This one, I need to think about it. I reckon.
I was thinking.
Just concluded I have got the mouse setting incorrect after all.
Off live again.
We're having a mid-round mouse adjustment.
Yep. It's gone back to the setting that it normally is on with my other builds, which didn't feel quite right.
Has Dave pulled out the claw hammer there? You will work.
Oh, it's perfect. It
Yeah,
looks like it's a very steady uphill.
it'd be,
Oh,
it'd be a nice course to play.
it'd be a beautiful course.
It's got a sort of Mount Beauty vibe to it.
I was thinking exactly that.
Maybe a few more bunkers than Mount Beauty.
Well, when I was thinking, it was around about the first and second hole, and there was a big wide open area. And they're actually chopping down loads of the pine trees.
Why?
Because they're getting towards the end of their lives.
What are they replacing them with?
Most often with much smaller natives.
It's not going to be the same.
No, but they could, if they planted grass like this, they could have a similar sort of effect.
How much is membership now a year?
Oh, I don't know, but it's never expensive. Maybe 300 for the year. If I had a good back, I'd be a member for sure.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about this build. 3 is too slow, 4 is too fast.
Build.
I reinstalled Windows and everything else fresh.
Yeah.
So that's a new build.
Yeah.
But it's not acting the same as the last one in this game.
Well, Dave got out to an early 2-shot lead, but it's sort of stayed that way for the past several holes, really.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to win by 18 after 2 holes.
Yeah, I think we've been locked together on the same score, on the same holes.
Yeah, for about, it must be 3 or 4 holes, at least.
No, Dave might just coast to the line with that 2-stroke lead.
He said, I've got your pawn, that's it. I'm just going to coast to victory.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's happening is Dave's sort of, making the statement of, I'm not going to make any mistakes, but you've got to up your game.
That could be it.
Oh, he's being cagey.
All right, I expect Andy to put his on the green.
Nice you didn't go a little bit. Can I actually reach?
Well, you're 18 yards closer to it than we were.
That looks super full line.
Yeah, fantastic line.
I could have
Toward
done
the
with
rough.
You're still well within flop range, so there's another flop, another pitch. So let's do the same thing we did last time.
Another
Try to.
another suitcase. It's a good shot.
That wasn't the same thing we did last time.
Wasn't. I was trying to think of a what was that, the name of the show that, you know, the movie that the singers were in and Rebel Wilson was in, you know, they all sing.
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
Ah,
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Well, needless to say,
Something happens in it that reminded you of.
well,
That
your
pitch.
pitch wasn't perfect.
Oh, I've got there.
Yeah.
Took a while.
All right, I want to do a pitch as well, but
It could be the name for my advertising agency movie as well.
no.
As well as a golfing movie. Maybe they could have more than one.
Oh, or a cricket movie.
Ah,
Pitch Perfect.
yeah. Wow. You could have a movie with that name with 4 interacting stories.
A cricket pitch manufacturing company could be called Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Because they just drop them
Yeah.
in these
Yeah.
days. So
That's right.
are they even going to bring back the whacker pitch? That was so good. That was the best test by a mile.
Yeah. Scary good. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, nice, Andy.
Very nice.
That was close.
That looked like it actually broke uphill.
Wow, what's Dave going to do here? 26 feet, headwind.
I'll be back in a moment. Go to the board.
I think he's going to flop it.
I've got no choice. I can't really putt it.
You could chip it.
No,
You're not a fan of the chip, I know.
I'm not. 26 over 18.
No curses. It's occupied.
Oh, it's terrible. It's nothing like it.
Well, it was pretty ordinary.
Jesus. It didn't
I
go
mean,
anywhere.
Most supportive way.
No, I understand. I'm coming back to the field on this hole.
It just feels like
Wow.
there's a fair bit of right to left. I think it's about there, because uphill. It would be more, but because of the uphill, giving it less.
Oh, I didn't hit it.
We'll never know, will we? Very nice.
No, Ian picks one up. Very good.
That tightens things up a bit.
It does. After this hole, it's Grange time.
Ah. You're in a conga line now.
Look at that pin tucked away.
Mm.
Didn't bother Andy just went straight at it, but the wind got it.
Oh, blood.
Get that.
Wow. What did
It's
that
looking
do?
good, yeah, wasn't it?
Ah,
It's right on the edge as well.
Yeah. Never mind. It was one of those shots where I thought, yeah, if it's the right number, it's going to be pretty good.
yeah, would have been.
Well, this looks pretty amazing.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, come on.
Good.
Unbelievable. He's putting his foot in our throats, Andy. Look at this. Wow.
I thought that was just
No,
a
no, don't go
straight
into the front, Dave.
It did seem destined to go in, didn't it?
For a good second, I thought, oh, it's just going to roll in on.
Yeah. I think it's time for the first super hook. Bring it in off the wind.
Oh,
That's
it's
good.
a lovely looking line.
Oh, come on. Still pretty good.
It's like heroin when they come off.
Hmm. What's a good outcome for this? That's a good outcome.
That is a good outcome.
That's a great outcome. Look at it go.
In.
Get it.
Oh,
Oh, what? From a plugged lie, you
Wow.
hold out.
That could be shot of the year.
Wow.
wow.
Save that one, Andy.
I've saved it, yeah. I haven't done a replay.
Wait till Carol sees that.
Impressive. Really impressive.
Well, as you were lining it up, I thought, what's the best outcome? Are you just going to flop it up on the grass just outside the bunker? What's going to happen? So I was amazed when you got it up on the surface. And then for it to go in after that, wow.
Oh, that's because I was, I'd mentally resigned myself to a 4.
Yeah, really.
Because I really didn't think I was going to be able to come out. Oh, what a shot!
Wow. There's no pressure on me, but I'm a bit
Suddenly
concerned
the
about
pressure's-
this putt.
The odds of 3 birdies on this hole were about 1,000,000 to 1.
Well, I haven't got my birdie yet, Dave.
I think you will, though.
Well, I hope I do, but I'm
All earned a glass of Grange.
Mm.
right edge.
It had to be firm.
Oh, you must feel like you dropped a stroke there, Dave.
Not at all. But I was surprised with Andy's shot. It's
That's
like normally you're just happy to get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then to watch it tracking across the green was just another
It's just-
thing.
I know, it was tracking so beautifully.
It was like,
Yeah,
Well,
sometimes you just know, don't you?
I'll tell you what I did, which I don't normally do. Normally, I go for the pitching wedge, flop it, hit it as I basically flop the pitching wedge shot. But I thought, I'm not sure whether it's actually going to come out if I do that. So I took the 52 wedge, and I tried a little bit of almost long and right type of swing. I was very surprised it came out as cleanly as it did, and just sort of gathered towards the hole. So I'm gonna look at that shot again afterwards, just see whether my default use of the pitching wedge out of a plugged lie is going to change the 52. No. One.
Well, you do suspect that from that position you could have another 100 shots and not repeat that.
Possibly, yeah. I was as surprised as everybody else was.
But
Okay.
that's what it's all about. You take the good and you take the bad.
Mm.
Love this as a tee-off box.
Yeah.
Did nice, isn't it?
There's a bit of wind, you can hear it.
Mm.
Sounds like how it sounded here last night.
So I'll get the bottle, will I?
Yeah, and I'll have this shot and I'll give you an assist with the correct glasses. All right. Because you can't just drink grained out of any old glass. Go to a decent one.
I have no idea what Dave just did then. I think he got excited about the wine and forgot about playing the shot.
What happened with Dave's drive there?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I reckon he was more interested in getting the wine on.
Well, I hit the ball and I was happy with the way it soared off into the distance. So
With
I
what,
can't
though?
believe I'm not on the fairway. What happened?
What did you hit it with?
A driver?
You're 50 yards behind us.
What happened?
It must have hooked because I thought it was way over on the right side when he hit it in the air.
It seems perfect, didn't it?
I thought it was on the right side, if anything, just slightly fading, hooking back.
Well, this is some bullshit. That's all I'll say.
It didn't like you walking away.
Right. I'm going to power fade it in.
Just to show who's boss.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cracking it open.
While you two were away, Dave and I decided to go over onto the fairway where your ball was and just throw it 40 or 50 yards behind us. That's a bit...
Again, that did not go far. That was a full 5-iron. How far did that go in the air?
100 yards.
109 with a 5-iron. There's something not right. This bloody build. I'm going to have to swap that mouse back again. This is...
Right.
Now I'm going to have to rebuild Windows again because this build isn't working. That's your taster, is it?
It is my taster.
Okay.
Not happy with this one.
You're not happy.
No, if I get it wrong, it's going to suck back to where Dave's ball is. And if I take the 120 club, it's out over the back somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You want it to breathe?
Let me have another look.
Yeah. It'll get better. Give it 10 minutes and it'll change.
No, I'm going to stick with that. See what happens.
The only saving grace is you've got hard green, so it might mitigate a little bit of spin back.
There's also a spine, which if I get over it, I'll be fine. And I did. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Dave, what was you're prevaricating again, giving us hope that you're faced with an impossible shot. And what, fourth way? That's
You know,
tough, man.
you know the way he's playing tonight. You know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of a pool shark before the bet gets big. How just does enough, but he's just a shot ahead. But every now and then you just see something and you go, oh yeah.
He just pulled one out to make sure.
Yeah.
He's just coasting, sizing up the opposition. Though he should know us by now.
Yeah.
Right, hit it,
What's
wind.
that?
Wind.
Oh, get out. Oh.
It didn't go in. What a disgrace.
That's amazing.
Jesus
Nice
Christ.
shot, though.
You're below the hole.
Why does this somehow feel like there's a lot of pressure on this shot?
Yeah, Dave and I have got it surrounded. Come on,
Yeah.
Dave.
I'm panicking. Yeah. I'm not panicking. Don't worry. Right.
If you need to have a timeout and speak to your life coach sitting next to you, then take that time out.
Wow.
Mm.
Good landing, but not such good running.
That's more work than I wanted. It's got to be there. It just has to be. Don't even have to wave the pole.
Fast work.
Yep.
He just backed himself and did it.
Yeah, I really do prefer not using the pole. If I can see the roll, I'll just go with what I see.
Okay.
Gee, I'll tell you what, I'm getting enough protein tonight. Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, you can coast on lentils for the rest of the week if you want to.
Lentils are protein too, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a real master chef.
Well, I've no trouble with lentils, but as Dave testified to, I had a bit of a dodgy start to the week after a curry which included a dose of chickpeas in it. Did not feel well after it.
And he's joined my club of the anti-chickpea club, never to be eaten again,
Never going to do it again.
except in hummus.
Hummus.
Yeah, that's the exception. Other than that, they're a non-starter.
They're a non-starter.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I can't say I'm a big fan of them, but I'm not a hater either.
Yeah, there's not many things I hate. I hate them and I hate sea cucumber.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sea cucumber's not very good.
I'm not a big fan of tripe, but I have a feeling that's because I've never had it cooked properly. It might be okay if it's done well.
Anything, if it's called tripe, when you're actually named as an insult.
Like I used to think, you'd see on Chinese restaurant menus, one of the dishes that's very popular in Melbourne is pig intestines. And I always thought that seems like it'd be pretty ordinary, but it's not. It just tastes like calamari, and it's got the same texture as calamari. And they serve it like calamari rings. Right. It's really quite nice.
Right.
Has anybody ever had tripe before?
No.
I think I actually have.
I have, but only when I was a kid, and I've never gone back there.
Yeah. Like, basically, I mean, it's funny because that kind of stuff has two main heading names. One is sweetmeats, which seems to be overplaying, and the other one is offal, which seems to be underplaying quite a bit. Or maybe it's about pitched right, I don't know. Offal, but it is offal.
Well, offal is just a mixture of various components, isn't it?
But it's the internal organs, isn't it, basically?
Exactly. The equivalent of the gizzards.
Oh, look at this man go. What is going on? Wow, Dave. That shot had to be hit like you had a landing area of a handkerchief to get that shot to work. And you did it.
Insane.
He just wanted to bring our conversation about sweetmeats to an abrupt end.
Yes.
Look at that.
No, I like sweet fruit.
I'm not happy.
No. I wouldn't be either. it hovered right on the top of the ridge.
I thought about it.
I really had a good think about it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Andy's done it. Oh.
No, not quite.
The
I've got no green to play with, and it's downhill as soon as it.
hey, did you hit the 91 club or the 77 there?
Me?
Yeah.
77.
Wow. Now I hit the 77 and I got the similar first bounce, but then it checked, whereas yours just
Well,
came to a halt.
I did a full punch on mine as well to get the extra
Wow.
distance.
Yep, that's it. Don't have to do anything else. Maybe flop it.
Dave.
This is it's problematic.
This is going to require a fine touch.
It's as good as you could have done.
It was just never ever gonna. Who am I going to force to putt off the green here, Andy?
No, you don't want to do that.
No, by all means, Andy. If he wants to, I won't stop you.
No, of course, my I got it wrong there. I thought Dave was putting first, so I thought the comment was was obviously aimed at me. I thought, what's he talking about? It's him going first. No, it's not. Right. This is actually not bad, Dave, but I've got a feeling it goes two ways. And maybe not. Oh, God, this is... really all about pace more than anything else. 43.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice pace.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not bad for a Grange.
If you hit straight, you've got a chance of... Oh, yeah.
Lovely, Dave.
Oh,
Nice
Didn't
save.
even wait for the hole, just went with what I saw of Andy's.
what the hell? That would have gone a bit past if it had gone straight in the hole.
When they're going uphill, they'll drop in a lot more
Right.
easily than if that was downhill. It would have jumped over the top for sure.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably how gravity works. A bit. Yeah. Wow. Well, it's kept me out of busted, so I'm happy. But boy, Dave is just
Killing it.
5 under after 10. Good stuff.
he's got his boot on our throats.
Boy.
He's mashed the 7 wood. And he's made it.
It's actually not bad.
Yeah.
232.
But I don't know how to putt past 10 foot.
Here's your chance. Have you had a putt past 10 foot?
Most of them have been 20 inches, but he had a couple of 4 feet. What does Andy hit here?
Don't
Sure.
go too good.
Good
Don't
for
go.
this.
Thank you.
You need some sort of hybrid, Dave?
Yeah, I've got the correct hybrid, Dave. I've got the 2 hybrid, which I think will be. I think it'll be perfect, but I've got to nail it. Really got to belt it. Not sure I made it.
Wow.
Be honest. Two more.
Nice.
Very nice.
Ta-
Wow. It's quite the feisty grain. Look at it.
Yeah. You're probably in just about the best approach.
I think I'm sort of coming across this swale, which won't make it easy.
Might have to go slightly extra left because of it.
Yeah, early.
Be very interesting grain to see in real.
Oh, I'm glad about that. Stop there, stop there, stop there.
Just about.
Yeah, so there's the swale there. So at the hole itself, it's going that way, but early it's going to go this way.
Dead straight.
Not dead straight. The problem is if I let it fall down the swale, it's gone. I have to overcompensate just in case. I feel like it's probably more, but that's what I'm going to get.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, not unhappy. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, straight at it would have been interesting. Yeah.
Don't tell me you just spilt the Grange.
No. And Bill's approving of the Grange.
It is. It's good.
This particular Grange can be bought for. It's a one-week bottle. $7.
Wow.
Pretty good. $7 for 1 week.
I don't mind it.
It's my go-to, not served to guests drink. If I just feel like a glass of wine,
Okay.
There's always one sitting in the cupboard.
Right.
Paul McKendry says it's not even wine.
Well, you know.
But I don't care. I like it. It should be okay. Hit it firm. Oh, if that had been softer, it was gone.
Yeah. Gone. As in Max.
Yeah, Maxie gone.
Talking about gone, Melbourne been faring the last week or two. Jesus.
I know. It's hard to believe we were 8 to 1 on to finish in the top 8 just 8 weeks ago.
Wow.
That's a lot of 8s.
Well, I reckon around about the middle of the season they were talking about 3 of the big 4.
Melbourne.
Like three of the big 4, 3 or 4 big 4 Melbourne clubs.
Melbourne, Carlton and Collingwood all looked like they were going to be doing well. And
No, Essendon, Collingwood and Carlton, they were there. They were all up there.
What about Melbourne? We were there.
But Melbourne's not a big four club.
Shut up.
Just in terms of membership. Richmond's the fourth.
Yeah.
But, you know, they were saying, oh, it's going to be great finals with those three clubs in there.
Yeah.
And only one of them has made it by the absolute skin of their teeth. Mind you, I think Carlton might go okay now.
Yeah, they could. I mean,
because Brisbane haven't looked right. I reckon I can see an upset.
it's been upsets all year, so why not for the finals? Well, there's going to be some eagle attacks here for sure. Oh. Yes.
Indeed, there is.
Right. And he took the tiger line. Right. Oh, I just needed to hit the fairway, not that stupid tongue of rough. Oh, that was not far from a good.
You got out by the extended tongue again, Dave.
Indeed.
You can see it from here, can't you?
Yeah, it's sticking its tongue out.
Yeah,
At me.
just having a good old gargle at you.
Thought you had the best line in from your drive.
Well, I found a way to deal with that.
Exactly. Just
No.
Dave's fallen for the same trap.
yes, he has. No, I refuse to do this. I refuse to.
One option would be to super hook it in, Andy, and then take the tongue out of play.
Well, that's avoided that.
Certainly did.
Ah,
No, that's a whole 3 players 0.
Mm.
They all did not make a good fist of that.
No, indeed. Wow.
Are you actually on the green, Dave? Looks like there's
Unfortunately, I am.
Okay. Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, it's super wogger. I don't think it's going to be good.
66. No.
Gee, good for length though.
Oh boy. Inches uphill. But it seems fairly, and it's pretty flat early. It just breaks it from about here to here. So, and given it's breaking a fair bit, but it's uphill. Think about there. 61.14.
Not going to get there.
The bad line in the end. Just needed more.
Yeah, we're starting to track very nicely.
Was that full hit?
No. That was well under full. I know what I saw. I'm not even going to wait for the pole. I'm just going to hit.
Well,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Very nice. No. What happens
Oh,
when
you
you belt
kidding?
at it?
What?
How am I close? Not close to the Dave. It's amazing. It's thick. Phew. No problem. Brisk. Brisk. Just memory.
Oh, damn it.
Wow.
Right. I think this has got a bit more break.
Yep. Nice bird.
Mm.
Well, that's tightened things up.
Oh, I was almost in busted, and now I'm within 2 of the lead.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Pretty hole, but also difficult. Yes, it's got to be good.
Good, I think. Yes, indeed.
All right, part 1. Like Pavlov's dog, I get a bit of prawn for that.
Yes. Ting-a-ling-a-ling.
On, get over.
Easily.
Mm. So, it is a really good course, isn't it?
No.
It is.
Variations in the holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back tees, aren't we?
Yep.
And it plays just as difficult off the back tee as the other tees, really. I think it's bunkers is still in play. And okay, you might have slightly shorter irons in, but the greens are very taxing.
It's a very well designed course.
Yeah.
The timing's just gone completely off.
How many dirty grannies have you had, Dave?
Fucking not enough, clearly.
Not enough.
I'm just
Oh. Okay, I have to take this club barely to the vertical. That's it.
looks a good line.
Ooh.
Right. Very nice shot.
Yeah,
So,
Good work, Dave.
Okay. You know, coming into Melbourne today, there was a big storm as I was coming right in the northern suburbs.
yeah, there was hail. We got hail here, big hail.
Oh, I didn't get hail, but what I noticed was the car temperature gauge went to 7 and stayed that way for the rest of the time, all the way in, 7 degrees.
What does it normally sit on? Oh, you
Well,
mean,
what-
the outside temperature?
Yeah,
Wow,
we came down from like 14 or something
wow.
to 7, even coming across here, 7.
Well, the wind did change from effectively northerly to southerly. It just went bang.
Right.
And suddenly it was freezing.
Wow.
It'd be cold in Mount Beauty tonight.
Well, yeah, God, if it's 7 here, it'll be bloody
2.
And that means it'll be snow up in the mountains.
0 to 9.
They've ended their snow season, so up there, effectively.
Oh, wow.
1 month early.
That's pretty early, yeah.
Oh, it's not even the end of winter, or was just there.
Even the snowmaking machines can't do anything, it's just too warm.
Yeah, you can't. It's got to be cool.
I would hate to have invested in ski property.
So as Fred Hacker said, you have a heart attack every time it doesn't snow.
Too stressful.
Mm. But you know, I think the environmentalists, they've made a mistake when they talk about global warming. You know how they always talk about degrees? They talk about 1 degree or 1.5 degrees or 2 degrees. It's the wrong way to talk about it, because everyone thinks if it's 30 degrees and it's 1 degree warmer, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is. The average world temperature is 15. So a 1.5 degree increase is a 10% increase in global temperature.
Yeah, they do need to pitch it a different way.
That has much more different. That feels much more impactful, doesn't it? If you say global temperatures have increased by 10%, rather than 1 bloody degree.
Yeah, and having a goal of less than 3 degrees by 2050.
3 degrees that's 20%.
Yeah.
We're trying to limit the change to 20% upwards.
But by saying 3 degrees and 2050, they're two things people don't care about. What's going to happen in 2050?
And 3 degrees, even that doesn't seem like a lot. But if you say we're trying to stop, it's already gone up 10%. We're trying to stop it going up 20%.
Yeah.
I think that just has meaning.
Well, I comfort myself that it's a moot point anyway, that nothing's going to stop it because money.
Yeah, but that's why I think we should start talking about death penalty for promoters who, in the future, we can look back and say you willfully said the wrong thing.
It'd be more like the death penalty for people complaining about climate change.
I'm just saying, just put it out there, you know, just put it out there, because King Louis had his head taken off.
Oh, this looks flat. Oh, could it be? I think it could be. If anything, left edge, that's it. It went the other way.
And it didn't get
And I
there.
didn't make it.
But apart from that, perfect.
Across the arms, just that.
Wow. Oh, good.
Because the prawns are kind of sweet and that's all salty and it's a good combo.
That's right.
Wow.
All right.
That was fleeing for the safety of under the hole, but it never made it.
See, Trump doesn't help with his rhetoric at the moment, saying, oh, what's the big deal? We're only talking about 1/8 of an inch over the next 200 years. Just flat out lies. Or a complete misunderstanding as to what...
But when he says that, he's just deliberately telling falsehoods. You know, that's not even.
Yeah, but his supporters believe him.
Yeah,
What-
I know.
They're
Yeah.
that thick.
What was the thing?
Well, Trump's
miss-
been recently in his interviews been talking about climate change. He goes, "It's nothing to worry about. We're only talking about an eighth of an inch in rise in sea levels in 200 years." This is madness.
And I love he's been calling out Kamala Harris because she's been telling lies.
Yeah, can't believe it.
Unbelievable.
Liar, liar.
That he can do that with a straight face, I can't believe it.
But he doesn't know that he's lying. I'm sure of it.
He's a character, isn't he? He's just about. He's so. It almost feels like he's just about on the spectrum, you know, with how he believes his own stuff.
Mm.
And then, you know, like all of that stuff that he seems to honestly believe that anyone who says good things about him, they're just wonderful people. But as soon as they turn against him, they're just the worst people in the world. But he seems to actually really believe that stuff as well.
What gets me about Trump is, I'm not surprised that Trump believes the things he does. What does surprise me is how tens of millions of Americans are obviously just as bloody gullible and the recipients of the drivel that he spouts forward.
There's a lot of agendas, a lot of different agendas going on. One is the I'm a moron agenda, and basically I'm a racist as well. So it's what Hillary Clinton, I guess, would have called the deplorables. But you've also got. I mean, I knew North Americans when I worked in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And I sort of several of them, and they were teachers, you know, who generally centrist or left of centre people as a group, I guess. But a few of them anyway were going on about this replacement theory stuff, and I think a lot of Americans are for Trump based on that, on the racist angle, you know, of the fact that non-whites are now in the majority in America, and white Americans feel like they're being replaced or overtaken, you know, which is why they always have this incredible overreaction whenever something is done for people by the government, something like the very basic Medicare they have, that all of a sudden turns them into like Stalinist Russia or North Korea rather than slightly more like Canada or, you know, England or Australia.
Well, I think Canada is like Russia.
But I mean, yeah, that's one of the weird things that anytime anything's done that all of a sudden they're communists.
Bound right.
Didn't bound right.
It's never going to bound right.
No, it wasn't.
I can chip that and have a crack.
Yeah. Well, you're still only 2 shots behind.
Yeah, somehow.
It's a lot of 4s in Dave's figures here, including the 156, because that's 4 times 44.
Wow. And he hit it 144 yards, that shot.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's crazy. And now he's...
On the 14th, which is a par 4.
Yeah, exactly. I was saying there were a lot of 4s involved, and you were 156 yards out, and I was thinking that's 4 times 44 as well.
And his IQ is 104.
Is it?
I have no idea. It's not very high. I think Trump's is higher.
Somehow I doubt.
He's a very stable genius.
Yeah.
You're a stable genius.
Stable genius. Even that is an expression.
I know. Just to even come up with it. I'll let you pour your own
That,
at your
I mean,
discretion.
yeah, that just as an expression, stable genius.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
like
amazing.
it's like saying, like it feels like it's almost saying stable psycho or something.
All right. So this one, it's just a perfect 36-foot flop. Just got to hit the full shot.
Did you account for the uphill?
I did. I overhit it.
Really?
Yeah,
How'd you overhit it when it came short of the pin?
I overhit the shot, but my calculations were incorrect.
Oh, okay.
It needed the 51 chopped.
This is a big shot, I suspect.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Too hard.
That makes me think this doesn't break so much.
Good afternoon.
Oh. Left edge firm should go.
Very good though, mate.
So. It's amazing. We're actually where we were after the second hole.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, the difference between us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got 4 holes left to rectify that situation, Dave.
So this, for sure, the only spot to land it is literally right there. If you do it here, it's going to go there. And if you do it here, it's just going to go here. You just got to land it there.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do some math. Minus 180, less the wind, 70. Oh, no. Forget that club. Yeah. Just got to. Oh, yeah, it doesn't make much difference when that happens.
Oh.
Didn't plug. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it was possibility.
Ah,
Hey. Oh.
Okay.
56 feet.
It feels like that pin is just almost impossible to get close to.
Really, but everyone's spraying it out to the right.
Well,
That doesn't help.
That's a moot point. It's just a difficult pin regardless.
Trouble is, there's a rising. If you can't pitch it short of the green to get on the green, you just can't.
No.
So,
Well, I pointed out. Yeah.
82. Well, I hit the full 170 club. I'm not sure whether I've got it there.
well, you have.
Actually, that was a 10 105% job, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I punched my 170, but yeah, just lost control of it.
It's the right club. Make it there and
That's a very nice shot. Didn't quite run down, but still.
Good day.
not unhappy. You've got to stretch that bit of hand 3 holes.
I know. I'm gonna have it after a especially good shot.
I've got 3 left. You have 1. Go on.
Oh no.
That's not one. That's skin.
Okay.
Just the one. Yeah.
Right. I'll celebrate. Well, now I'm back to where I started.
Oh no! You'd be no good on that show alone.
I watched the Tasmanian ones.
Oh my god, that was so boring, and they were so shit at it. They all just sat there in
That
the
was terrible. How was the guy? He's cruised around with an axe on his shoulder, and then he injured himself, and to leave. That was ridiculous.
Like compared to the Americans, we're just bumbling amateurs. That stuff.
Yeah.
It's just not even worth watching. The American one is well worth watching.
But he was the worst of them all. Like, he just got annoyed and was flailing around with his axe and fell over, got injured and had to leave.
Yeah.
Like, and sort of posing as this. He was just dreadful.
Yeah. There was one season.
If he copped it on social media, he actually deserved it. The funny thing is, at Albury tax office, there are a couple of guys there, they go camping a lot. And I spoke to them, you know, like one guy, he was on the grad program, he did the grad program as an instructor. So when I joined 10 years ago, they would go camping with effectively a blue tarp and some rope. And some sleeping bags and like a couple of knives, that sort of thing. And they just run a string between 2 trees and you know, that's the tent.
Yeah.
Like just open air and do that. And I remember thinking of them in the Tassie one. I thought, I'm sure you guys could have done better.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what they did in Lone. I mean, even in Canada, they do that. They just run a tarp over a rope and.
Yeah.
At least for the first week or two until they establish their main shelter.
Yeah.
And that's with grizzly bears around. And
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
No. Yeah, gotta focus on some of these bastards.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's 2 inches downhill. I really hate this putt. And if I hit it too hard, it'll go 8 or 10 feet past. Like that. Tried to force it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it's just right edge. No tension. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
No more talking about alone, I think. Sorry about that.
Yep, nice work.
Wow. So no one did well on this one.
Andy did.
Oh, did he?
I got a par out of it.
Okay. Oh, that's a big
He's
win.
got within one.
Yeah.
So 2.
Right.
Right.
Even with that, you're still only 3 shots away.
Now I need one of those.
Oh no. Get in the first cut. First cut, thank God for that.
That is one generous first cut, I've got to say.
Yeah, I haven't been really penalised for my errant drives. They've all been to the left today, unfortunately.
If you owned a bar, the best name to have would be Mick. If you could name the bar Mixed Drinks.
Hang on. Hang on. It's a good angle if it hangs on.
Oh, it's not going to hang on.
Isn't?
No.
I still think left is by far the best angle.
4-1. Right. So, that's not a stop. Well,
I really need a good one here. 7% power loss. 19 feet uphill, so that's 139. Plus the wind, 150-ish. What's that? It's got to be that. It's got to be that. Be right.
Looks good.
Oof. Oh. Not bad.
Chance.
Yeah.
Nice, Dave.
Yeah.
Cut.
Hey, how's this? Anyone who uses a selfie stick needs to take a good long look at themselves.
More dad jokes.
I was actually going to agree with you there for a moment.
Like before COVID, they were everywhere, and now they're rare. You hardly ever see them.
It's funny, isn't it?
Something changed. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. I must see this. All right. 8 inches downhill. Jesus. No.
Oof. Oh.
Oh.
Lovely.
That was big.
That just sort of seemed to roll or sink into the hole. It was very different.
Yeah.
toppled in.
Toppled in
Look
indeed.
here. But it's safe enough.
Handy for a par.
Good.
Oh, how's this for a
Wow.
tee?
Wow.
What's the elevation? 60 foot.
31 yards. It's 90 feet downhill. That's got to be the line.
Oh,
Landing.
Fantastic.
yeah. A lot of hang time on that one.
Mm. What a great hole. It'd be
It
so,
is.
so fun to play in real
Oh,
life.
incredible. Not only elevated, but kind of over water as well.
Yeah, I know. There's going to be a lot of shots.
Maybe. That's why the bunkers are out that way.
That looks like a little bit of water there.
It does, doesn't it?
Surely it
Yeah.
couldn't be, could it?
I seem to recall this course has mystery water on the fairways.
And there's two of them.
Yeah, no, it's not water. It looks like water.
But it,
But I
Yeah,
think if you
okay.
land in it, you're landing in a hazard from memory.
Ah.
There was something weird that happened with it.
Yeah, let's try not to land in it then.
is it girl or something?
Dunno. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to stay away from it. That looks about perfect. Yeah, 3 good drives. No one in range. Not really.
Going for the angle of attack.
Yep. Happy with that.
Okay.
Done the same.
No, he's used less time to leave a full shot in. I've timed my prawn run perfectly. I've got one left. This one's been soaking for about 3 minutes.
Well, get in the rough.
I think you got your wish there. Right, didn't want the backspin.
much, I think.
This one's interesting.
Not bad.
Straight uphill.
Well, Dave, there is a Goldilocks approach.
Indeed. I believe it involves, it's got to be a chopped 77 of some sort. Hopefully chopped enough that it doesn't backspin like Dave's. So we got 63 plus 5, 68 plus the 10 or so, 78. I think I have to chop 91 just to be sure. Chop it a lot. Yeah, right.
I think you chose wise. See where the execution.
Too much. I've fallen. Oh.
Done exactly what. Just you
The
landed
best laid plans.
instead of short in.
Didn't chop it enough.
Didn't chop it enough.
Didn't chop it enough. How many times have I told you? If you're gonna chop, make sure you chop it enough.
Enough.
That could have been a line in a Pink Floyd album.
The only thing you can say is, hey,
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever watch Uncle Roger again, but I'm still going to steal his phrases
yeah.
because I like him.
Why aren't you ever going to watch him again?
Because he's
Right.
boring. It's just the same. It's a one-trick pony show.
Yeah. Which is basically hanging shit on what other people are saying about cooking.
He's going to cancel our Golf Channel at this rate if he ever hears this.
Yeah, well, it could have a devastating effect on the ratings.
We'd lose 100% of our viewers.
On the viewer numbers.
All right. 28 feet downhill. It feels slick.
He might ask for 100% of royalties for our use of high yarn. Wow, radical.
No, I haven't panicked.
He's just having a fit, that's all.
Okay, I've worked it all out now.
Okay.
Right.
The abacus has been tabulated. Here we go.
Yeah.
Big strands of wheat in there.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty good. We just left ourselves in a horrible spot, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Sure.
I'll hold.
good.
Mm.
Well, 3-5 by different routes and methods.
Yeah. That was really the
Wow, another great tee box.
yeah. Oh, and look how long this is playing. If you miss the fairway here, you are not getting on in two. It's as simple as that. This is a big drive.
No super hook.
That's part one. No, not on a drive like that. Just stay out. Look at that. I'm 215 out with a headwind. If you're in the rough with a 15% loss, you're gone.
Yeah. Ah, it's the last hole. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh, this is going to be tight.
And he's gone the tiger line. Oh.
It's the shot that's played havoc with me today.
Yeah, those left ones. They've sneaked in every now and then.
5 or
It's
10
just a
years.
straight pull, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
They found the middle.
Mm. Big shot here.
But the distance could be problematic. Oh well.
You just got to squelch it under the wing.
As long as he doesn't do what Greg Norman did, the 86 Masters, he's fine.
That looks pretty damn good on the dance floor.
It is good.
Oh, the pin's pretty nasty though.
It is very nasty.
What on earth? Ah,
Well, I kind of half think, don't go in the rough.
Look for the red.
I-
Look for it to be flashing up. It doesn't work. Try again. Can't help it. All right. It all comes down to this. I have to sink this. Put a bit. Dave.
all right. I'll give you 2-1.
All right. I'm going to hit a 1 hybrid. I'll have $1 on it at 2 to 1.
All right. You got it.
That I sink this.
Yep. Those are good odds.
And it goes.
Woohoo.
Well, we're not putting Dave under any kind of pressure here on this hole.
That's all right. I'll put myself
No,
under
really.
pressure for the putt.
We've let ourselves down, Andy. Really.
Well, you need to sink this one, I think, without trying to put you under any pressure.
Thank God I've got some Grange left.
Here we go. This could be in the hole. Good shot, though.
Yeah, nice. All right. 1 feet, 3% power loss. Not there. Overhit. And it come down a lot faster than I go up. That. Gee, that's a bastard of a pin. I thought that was a good shot.
Yeah, it's just hit that rich, didn't it?
Well, I think Norman Dave.
I think it's impossible to get this close.
Get over.
Oh,
No.
just hung there.
Right there.
But it got over, it would have been closer.
Well, if you sink this, Andy, Dave has to sink his.
Yeah.
True enough.
7. So I've got to hit it about 14 feet 7. So I've got to hit this like a 20-footer, I think. Right. Let's just have a look at the openage. God, this is awful. Footer. Oh, not brilliant.
Well, it's taken a large amount of pressure off Dave. All he's got to do is nothing stupid, and he's home. All right. It's just, this break is so vicious. 10-4. 10-4. No, come on.
Wow.
Just had to hit it.
That's all right.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we're just crawling.
It's like
Close.
frog jumping halfway to the, the hole.
It would have been very easy to end up where Andy ended up.
We're finishing with 3 bogeys.
Well done, Dave.
Yep, well done indeed.
Thank you. Just hang on tonight.
Yeah, really. That
You-
final
you-
hole was so weird.
It was.
It's so weird.
You tapped from the
Oh, look
front.
at that back 9. It's full of all sorts of bad colour.
70, 71, 72.
You won the back 9, Dave.
That fucked me up.
Mm.
Man, if I hadn't had that 15,
Yeah.
oh, just a par. All I needed.
What happened there again? You just.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
it was that 3 putt from 8 feet.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I did the same thing on the 12th, 3 putt or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Wow, look at Andy go in the middle of the round. Just went berserk.
Yeah.
But
And it
then
went
Dave, he had 3 birdies in a row, but Dave had